Broadcasting live from the Vegas Video Network studios, just steps from the Las Vegas Strip, it's Talktails with Chris Phillips. Coming up on today's show, we get Christmassy with Marley Taylor. And now, one's been naughty and the other has been nice. You figure it out. It's Marley with Chris Phillips.
Hey! Well, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who know us, you're tuning in going, hell has frozen over.
Twice.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. My gosh, I couldn't be more happy to have you on, I guess what we're going to call a holiday edition of Talktails. My name is Chris Phillips, and I am sitting here with my much better halves. This is Marley Taylor from Zowie Bowie.
Hi.
And we are coming to you live from Las Vegas, the, I guess call it Holiday Central. Well, not really, but
sort of.
Sort of.
Yeah.
In our kind of way. We're coming to you live from Vegas Video Network. We couldn't be more happy to have you here with us today. As you know, we come into your computer screen every other Monday afternoon at 6:30. And where we sit around, we have cocktails, and we get to talk about Las Vegas, and I get to talk to my friends and other entertainers that make up the fabric of our community. Now, today, as I mentioned, it's kind of our holiday edition of our little show we do here, and I thought, what better way than to bring in Marley Taylor, because the holidays are all about family, friends, and you are, without question, the closest person I have in Las Vegas since we moved here six years ago.
Yeah.
And so, or at least it is now. Whoa! But before we get going and on this crazy road I'm sure we're going to go down, I'd like to let you know that you can contact us, as always, anytime by going to Talktails at vegasvideonetwork.com. You can also call us on our toll-free number, which, of course, is 866-966-4599. And if you are watching us live right now, we want to remind you that we would love to have you go into our live chat room where you can ask Marley and I anything you want.
Oh, yes. Anything goes
The
today,
gloves
too.
are off today in the spirit of the holidays. And so, as you know, you can certainly view us in various different formats. One, of course, is to hook up your old computer screen and get the old vegasvideonetwork.com going, and that's where our home is, of course. But you can also go to iTunes. You can go to YouTube. iTunes and YouTube. Do you know what either one of these things are?
Do you even go to any of this? Like, do you tweet? Do you Facebook? Anything? You don't. I know you
I
don't.
don't even know what tweeting is. Supposedly we have followers.
You're a Tweety bird. That's what it is.
Nobody wants to follow my life, I can guarantee you. And also, we come to you syndicated live on the radio every Friday, I believe it's Friday afternoon, on KSHP 1400 AM right here in Las Vegas. Is that right, Scott?
Yes, sir. It's Friday evening from 8 to 12.
I finally got it right for once. Well, kind of
That's
close.
because he wrote it right there. It's true. Like, I could even read it. KSHP.
It's only taken me 2 months to get that right.
Okay.
Well, as some of you may know, many years ago, I met Marley Taylor, and we decided to put our efforts together as an entertaining duo, so to speak, with the intent of finally, which we did 6 years ago, coming to Las Vegas to keep the maverick spirit of this great city alive. And what we did is we put a show together back in Scottsdale many years ago. We found some success there.
Yeah.
And then we finally got to come here, thanks to Station Casinos, to be the house show and the face of a property called Red Rock. And from that time, we have had the great fortune to have success here with not only the tourists, but primarily with the locals. And that has taken us into many various different directions here in town, and one of which is to finally be sitting here and co-hosting our own little talk show. Who would have ever thunk, Marley Taylor?
Oh, my gosh. Well, we just named that tune that we just did today as well. So who would have thought we would be doing that as, a game show?
Yeah, and some of you may or may not know, besides our little hip-hop top 40 / vintage Vegas musical show that we do, we also, over the last couple months, for those of you who haven't been to Vegas in a while, we now are co-host, singing hosts of a wildly popular game show that was popular in the 60s and 70s.
So
called
fun.
Name That Tune, and that's now back on the Strip. It is coming to you live every afternoon at 4 o'clock in the afternoon from the Imperial Palace showroom.
Human Nature Showroom.
Yes, it's the Human Nature Showroom at the Imperial Palace, and we try to give away $10,000 every day to people who can successfully name that tune.
Yeah.
And so, with that said, you know, I'll tell you, we've been so lucky to do so many things here in Las Vegas over the years, from performing in various hotels to being involved with various charities. But I got to tell you, I think possibly one of the best times I've ever had in Las Vegas was last Thursday.
Gee, I wonder why. I wonder why. Actually, it was funny because we first came to Las Vegas.
I know, I was going to tell that story.
Like 7 years ago at the same venue that you're going to talk about.
Well, there is a club here in town, Scott, called Sapphire. And for those of you who have been to Las Vegas know that is a gentleman's club, and in fact the largest gentleman's club certainly in Las Vegas and possibly the world. It's gigantic.
Right.
And they had a 9th anniversary party this past Thursday where they were not only celebrating 9 years in business, they were also celebrating the fact that they had changed the street that they are located on. It's called Industrial. They were commemorating the fact that it's now being changed to Sammy Davis Jr. Boulevard, which is long overdue.
Oh, that's nice.
To have him have a street named after him.
Oh,
so, with that in mind, they decided to have a vintage Vegas holiday party / anniversary party. And so they hired our Vintage Vegas Big Band show, where we got to come in and do not only the Vintage Vegas standards, but holiday tunes and other such things. And I'll tell you something, Scott, there's nothing that says Merry Christmas like holiday libations and a lap dance.
Yeah.
Hey, so I only have one question. When I first saw this on that thing you call Facebook, my first question was, who did you pay to get that gig? And did you pay Marley more to go into that place?
Okay, first of all, he never pays Marley more. Let's just clear that up right now. Secondly, that gig was kind of like a little bit of a challenge for me because I kept getting my heels stuck in the stripper pole holes in the ground on the stage.
Happens to me too.
So I was a little stressed out, but the guys loved it.
Well, I will tell you the truth. Because of my tremendous managerial skills that I put into our show, I do get paid a little bit more at times. But this is the first gig I have to say, Marley was making hundreds and hundreds of dollars, but it was all in ones, and I don't know how.
Yeah.
She stayed after, long after the show.
Oh, yeah, of
She
course.
cleaned up pretty well.
Right. Okay. No.
Well, as some of you may or may not know, and if you're wondering, Marley Taylor and I used to be a couple. We were engaged, in fact, for how many decades?
Yeah, right. It was sort of an engagement.
8 years. We were engaged.
We're not engaged for 8 years.
7 years. 8 years?
No.
9 years.
I don't know.
What?
2.
Have you two met?
But the point being, we decided 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
2.5 years ago, to go our separate ways because we were best friends, more almost like brother and sister working mates.
Right.
And we then ventured into other relationships and whatnot. One of which was abrupt that brought our relationship to an end.
That was just a disaster.
Oh!
I'm kidding. I'm so kidding.
But this is very rare and unique to have us together doing something like this. And so I wanted to say, on behalf of everybody here at Talktails, thank you, Marley, for joining us as kind of my little Kathy Lee today, I guess
welcome.
you might say.
You're welcome. I saved your butt. What's new?
And it has absolutely nothing to do with the fact that my guest had to cancel 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
That's okay.
I know it will be fun.
That's okay. I guess going out to dinner with Guns N' Roses was more important than coming here. That was the...
It's really only one gun, really.
Yeah, there really is.
One guy.
True.
I no longer like olives, I'll tell you that.
Oh! No, we're going to have him back here in a couple weeks. He's the coolest dude in town, and I can't wait to have him.
Good.
He's an amazing guest. I'll tell you about him later. But what we're going to do today is we would love to field some questions from our live chat room.
Okay.
Just to let people know, if you haven't been to Vegas in a while, we are performing every Friday at this amazing resort called Red Rock, where we do a top 40 hip-hop show. We also do it Saturday nights at the M Resort. And now we're doing this game show every day at 4.
Yeah.
And besides that...
How is that for you, getting up early every day?
I have to be somewhere by 4 o'clock in the afternoon, Scott. That's usually when I get out of bed. But that's okay. It's going great. I'm having a blast doing it.
Yeah, it's fun, huh?
So, Marley, if you don't mind, we'd like to take our first chat question.
Maybe I do need a
Now,
drink. Okay.
The rules of engagement here today is that it's no holds barred. Gloves have come off.
No rules.
We will entertain the notion of any question that is asked, and we'll answer it as honestly as we possibly can.
Okay. All right.
I hope you brought your bulletproof vest.
I always have it on.
Before our first question, it looks like both, somebody named Tiffany just unfriended you on Facebook.
Again?
And,
Jeez. That happens like once a day.
Gee, Marley, somebody just unfriended you as well.
Oh, really?
Oh, that's too bad. All right. Barry wants to know, do you perform better sober, drunk, or lightly buzzed? I'm assuming that question's what, for Marley? No.
Oh, boy.
It's probably for Chris. Chris?
Well, I think it goes without saying I have not stood on stage sober in over 20 years.
Even when we do kids shows.
I know. Oh, don't talk. Jeez. Oh, my God.
It's true. Like, remember at Desert Ridge, you used to go, it's like the little shopping center, and you would go to, the restaurant and get hamburger before the show.
And then we'd go perform for children.
At, 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
That's, in the true holiday spirit. Thanks.
I'm sorry. Next question?
No, but but to answer your question, yes, I drink. I do drink during the shows. That when you consider the fact that I have to be a middle-aged white rapper for a living, it does tend to help. But the exciting part is, in the last month, Scott, Marley's become a bigger drunk on stage than I have.
Okay. All right. No,
is that not true?
I just had a few weeks of fun. And it was just, it's over.
Marley, what's your drink of choice?
Vodka. It's pretty much straight. Yeah.
She prefers what is called Jewel of Russia
I like
vodka.
Jewel of
She's
Russia.
very specific. It's a high-end, top-shelf vodka. And that sends Marley into a whole other level of craziness.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And, usually I'm the one that's being kicked out of the casino. Now Marley is having security surround her at the end of the night. Oh, look what you've got coming to you. Santa Claus is coming to town.
Oh, no, please don't get me started.
You better watch out.
Oh, my God.
You better not cry.
Okay, I don't
better not pout.
Why
I'm
is
telling
this
you
orange,
why.
first of all? I don't drink things that look like that.
Because the devil kissed it.
Wow. Okay.
Scotty Claus is coming
This one,
to
okay,
town.
could be
A little
good.
bit of that.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a gift from Frank Moreno. The other.
Oh, okay.
I'll just leave
No,
it
that's
here.
not you. Not
The
Frank
gay
Moreno.
one or the
Mark
straight
Savard.
one? Oh.
Mark
Thanks.
Savard brought in this organic vodka. I will try that. You want to try that? Get rid of this water.
No, I don't want to get.
We're getting Marley liquored up.
No, I don't know. What is that?
It's vodka.
Well, I don't want that one.
It's blood. Well, just.
It's organic. It's got to be good for you.
I learned one thing years and years ago. I don't argue with Marley. I just do it. I just do it.
Yeah.
All right, now we're going to see the true Marley Taylor come out. Let's see here.
Oh, you're so funny. Okay.
No, so yes, the answer to the question is yes, we do drink on stage. We do drink on the talk show. We don't drink during the game show, though. I'm sober through that.
Although I have to say, he walks out on the tables and tries to take people's beers out of the buckets. And I'm like, and there's put that back. You do that.
I do that on occasion.
It's okay.
But it's 4 in the afternoon, you know.
Yeah, it's right. That's true.
I still got a scorching hangover I'm dealing with.
Oh my
without
gosh.
Oh, come on.
Okay, next question.
I also wanted to say, before I forget, Scott, I know, speaking of holidays and holiday parties, the city's a buzz with Christmas shopping and holiday parties.
Yeah.
And Vegas Video Network held its holiday party this past Saturday at our producer's home, the Whitney Villa, I think that's what.
Oh,
That's right.
beautiful.
And apparently everybody from the network went and was invited, except for me. I was not invited.
You were
Apparently, and I think that was...
you such a liar. You were invited, and I remember the lovely call you sent. You called me right before the party. You said, "I will never come to your house."
No.
I was hurt by
did?
that, of
No,
course.
you
But he does it in that Chris way.
Yes, he does do it in the Chris way.
I love you, buddy, but I can't ever go up there. I'm too good for you.
Oh my gosh. Oh, no, he didn't do that.
No, he didn't. He was very sweet.
He is.
The fact of the matter is I was bailing Marley out of the drunk tank at the Clark County Jail.
Again?
Yeah.
Oh, Marley.
Okay.
That's our Marley.
Yeah, me. That's me.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
We've covered the drinking thing. Yes, we have a couple cocktails.
Yeah.
All right, questions from the chat.
Okay.
I will say this, though, Scott.
Or
I
not.
forgot to mention, I actually...
Who does look better in black and white? Stripes. Okay, next. What are you gonna say?
I was a hamburglar for
Yeah.
Halloween. That's what she's talking about. I have to retract what I said, though, Scott, because Station Casinos did, in fact, cut me off from all booze 3 months ago because they were tired of me falling into the drums, and I apparently became a liability. So, no, I don't drink anymore on stage.
Right. Have a sippy poo.
Okay.
And I haven't in months.
All right, hold on, I'm getting a call. Hold on for a minute. Let me just see who this is.
Lorenzo Fertitta is on the
Oh
phone.
my gosh.
Yeah, Lorenzo,
really?
right? Yeah. I should take the drinks off the stage?
No, right?
What? Oh, what? No, Marley's protesting. Oh, I got to
I'm
keep them on.
kidding.
All right, thanks. Yeah, good luck to you. Yeah, okay, bye. See you. FDICNK wants to ask you a question, and that question is, what's the best and worst nights of performing together in y'all's history?
Well,
best and worst.
The best and worst.
Go ahead, Mar. I have the worst.
Take me a while. What?
I know the worst.
Let's start with that.
Let's start with the worst. Oh boy, I'm scared. Okay, what's the worst?
All gloves off?
Oh, come on. I don't know about all gloves off. What?
Well, I can tell you my favorite show in the last 10 years was probably when we did not only did the show, but filmed the full-scale, big production DVD of our vintage Vegas show at the Monte Carlo Theater the day after I realized Marley shacked up with the conductor. Ho! Ho!
All right.
And then that lasted for 2 years. So it was for real. It wasn't like some whim.
Right.
You guys were in, it was puppy love, and it was adorable.
Well, somebody was paying attention to me and somebody was not.
Somebody had to play his trumpet.
Oh, man.
Oh, God.
So that was your favorite night?
No, that was my worst night.
Oh, that was your worst night.
That was my favorite night. Ultimately, it became...
Okay. My worst night was at the Monte Carlo on my birthday.
Oh, Jesus.
When you sang happy birthday to me and somebody keyed your car because you did that. Named?
Well, she didn't just key the car. She stole it.
She stole the car and keyed it.
She stole it from valet and left it in a ditch somewhere.
Yeah. And that was the beginning of the...
She gave me she put a racing stripe down a $120,000 car, and it was still there to this day.
Yeah. Love it first sight.
Man, this is the last time we do this.
Yeah. Okay. What's your favorite?
Oh, it has to be the time in Scottsdale at Barcelona when we got engaged on stage, and
I'm kidding. You were so drunk, though. Do you really remember that?
No, I was just kidding. You know, I have to be honest. I think one of my favorite times I've ever had was this past Thursday.
I'm sure.
And not because it was in a gentleman's club. That didn't hurt. Mm-hmm. But it was the first time, and I say this completely seriously, that we got to have the perfect combination of the music, the style, the sophistication, and the atmosphere of what Vegas is supposed to be about. And that is playing the songs that I think are kind of like the soundtrack to the city. Everybody was very well dressed. It was a perfect setting. And then you had these gorgeous women walking around half naked. It was like, that's Vegas. That was perfect. And all in the spirit of the holidays.
It was pretty Vegas-y. It was Vegas-y.
No, I thought that was really cool. Didn't you think that was cool?
I did. I thought it was sexy.
I thought it was very sexy.
But still like old Vegas.
Yeah. I don't know. That was I have a very short-term memory, and certainly that was a lot of fun. But you know what? To be honest, every week seems to outdo each week because the crowds continue to grow.
Yeah.
The fervor for what we're doing is growing and growing. I think I can speak for both of us when I say we're acting like a bunch of kids up on stage having the time of our life. Because, all jokes aside, the reason we do this is to literally make people feel good.
Yeah.
And the show we do is about the people who come to see us. And if they have a great time, we have a great time. And people seem to be having a better time than ever.
Right.
And so I couldn't be more honored and flattered to get to do what we're doing for a living. And,
Yeah.
and the fact that we get to do it together is truly a blast, you know. So
Yeah.
through all our little ups and downs, the show prevails.
It does. It always
Through
has.
girlfriends and boyfriends and ups and downs and sickness.
11 years
11 years
of
we've
prevailing.
Yeah, except for a couple weeks ago when I was detained a bit. We've never missed a show in 20 years.
Detained a bit.
Yeah. I had to.
Ta-da!
What's the next question? Okay, let's go
That
to the
one.
next chat thing.
I do have
Okay,
other
all right.
questions. Somebody who just has the letter T, not sure what that means.
Okay.
Chris, left a salad in the refrigerator. Please eat it. No, it's not poison. Huh.
Or like the cookies we just got.
No.
Like nobody wanted to eat them.
No, actually, Lisa wants to know, have you ever had a stage malfunction that ended up being a help for the show?
Well, I've had some wardrobe malfunctions. I guess you could say that maybe those helped.
Ah.
Yeah, you've exposed this. We did a big show we were doing a show in La Jolla, California for, I would guess there was 10,000 people, and my pants split from top to bottom to front to back, and
we got 3 bookings
had
from that.
to do the show.
Yeah.
So I had to do a show with my pants completely ripped to pieces and exposing everything I had. It's a shame that I had on my glitter panties, because that was kind of embarrassing.
See, luckily we have Ira, so that when we have wardrobe malfunctions, we're safety pinned to the max because he has the Marley supply bag.
You know, we've been very fortunate. We've done what feels like thousands of shows, and we've never really, that I can recall, had any kind of major technical problems or anything that's tripped us up much.
Okay, anyway. Keep going. Huh?
Is that the question? I couldn't even hear you.
Wardrobe malfunctions?
Yeah, well, that was good. Here's another question.
Okay.
What are you guys doing for New Year's?
Well, I can answer that, Scott. And this is where I'm going to have to expose why we're joking and laughing and having a lot of in-jokes right now.
Are you going to Hawaii?
I, for the first time in 25 years, Scott, decided to take New Year's Eve off because I wanted to take my dear little girlfriend that I have been with for 2 years to Hawaii.
Yeah. Are we running the bet on how long that's going to last yet?
No, but the problem is,
we have a
Scott,
bet going.
this is full disclosure here on this show. We have nothing to hide. Unfortunately, 4 days ago, my girlfriend and I are kind of no longer a couple. I'll put it that way. What?
This happens like once a week.
Well, I know, and I'm not going to lie. I love her to death. I would have married her, this girl. But she dumped me. Why? Because I'm still with you! She gave me a timeline of November of 2011. If you're still with Marley,
Okay, wait,
I'm leaving.
whoa. You and I have a successful business together. We are business partners, and we have been for 11 years. Now, the reason why you guys go out to fancy dinners and buy nice clothes and do nice things is because you and I have a successful business together. So it's understanding that you and I are not getting back together as a couple.
God forbid.
So why is that a threat if somebody's secure within themselves, you know, that they would realize that this is a business? I mean, that's my thought.
So the timeline came and went, and so did my girlfriend, Scott. So she's gone. And so we're not going to Hawaii.
Okay.
And so now we're not doing anything on New Year's Eve but sitting here with you, Scott.
Well, I'm not inviting you to any more of my parties. I can only take so much.
But I'm going to be honest. I have to say this. I don't blame her. I wouldn't want her with her ex-boyfriend still working. I don't blame her a bit. If I was her, I'd have left a long time ago.
But it's just work.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, it's more than that.
Is it?
You know, I don't blame her. Bless her heart. You know, she's got better things to do, and so she's going to do it.
But it's
so
work.
she's moving out today.
No, she's not
What's
moving
the
out
over/under on
today.
this? Do we have a number yet?
Okay. She's not
What's the worst venue you guys have played at? Worst.
What do you think?
Golly, we've done a
coffee
lot of
shop
bad
thing?
ones. It was our first, yeah.
You work for coffee.
Yeah, it was when we first started. There was a place in Mesa,
Or the place
Arizona.
where you swore on stage and the guy was like, if you swear on stage again, like you're fired. Remember that?
Oh, that's everywhere we go.
I know, but remember that place in Arizona?
No.
The guy flipped out because you swore?
Yeah. Oh, God, yes. But that wasn't the worst.
What was
I think
the
the worst
worst?
was, like you mentioned, the coffee shop.
place.
We played to two people.
Undici.
Two people were in the audience.
Yeah.
One person was there by accident thinking we were somebody else, I think.
Yeah.
And the stage had a big crack in it. And so throughout the show,
Did it?
yes, I would be singing, and the stage would separate, and I feel like I was on tectonic plates or something. They were dividing,
But nobody was watching.
but nobody was
so
watching.
who
Nobody
cared?
was there. But
And we got paid in coffee.
we got paid in coffee.
Yeah. Yeah. That was kind of weird.
I don't know.
Okay.
Things have been pretty good. So
Thank God we've been pretty lucky.
we've been very lucky.
Yeah.
Barry's got another question.
Okay.
Do you prefer performing single or as a couple? And actually, let me add to that. Let me add to that. Chris, have you ever performed just as yourself without like Zowie Bowie or the big
Yeah,
band?
this goes back to the situation I've been having with my cute little girlfriend who had, it's an issue that I've had to deal with for 2 years now. And there was a time a year ago where we tried to have you go your way with your boyfriend and do your own musical thing with your originals, which are incredible.
Thanks.
And I tried to do it by myself, and it was fine. It worked, but it just wasn't the same. And, I think the reason that Zowie Bowie works is the chemistry that the two of us bring to the stage together. Plus, we do a top 40 show. And, let's just say what it is. A top 40 show is Katy Perry, Lady Gaga, Beyonce. That's crucial things that are the elements of what we do. And
Yeah.
so between the chemistry and the music that you bring to the table, it's pretty imperative that we do this thing together. If I ever wanted to go off and be Chris Phillips doing his own thing, that would be something different, or Marley Taylor doing your thing, which you did. That's fine.
Yeah.
But Zowie Bowie
Yeah, it's always been
is
us.
Chris and Marley.
Right.
And
It's
so
hard to separate that, especially when we came here very established as marketing-wise and as a couple
yeah,
and
sure.
everything. Yeah.
Here's, I think, what might be the best question so far.
Yes.
From
Bring it
Paula
on.
again. She wants to know, have either of you accepted or ever made a booty call?
Oh my God. Okay, well, no for me, but this is a whole different story.
Chris, you look confused.
This is like every night for him.
It's like, really?
That's like every 5 minutes even. So yeah, the next question. That was actually easy
No, but
answer.
I've had a girlfriend for 2 years for the most. But we had a period of time where we were broken up, and I was single for a couple months. And so, I got to live out my little Vegas fantasy of being Mr. Swingin' Bachelor guy for a moment. Yeah, sure.
I have one question for you.
And what?
Let me see that finger.
What?
the heck is this? Where did you get this?
This is my golden skull, Scott. But it's very, it's what every 45-year-old wannabe rapper has. Is the golden skull.
I noticed that at the game show.
Diamonds and gold skull.
Okay.
That's
So
very.
this is booty call right
That's
here.
mature. No, I'm not a booty call kind of guy. I did go out on my first date in 2 years last night with somebody new.
Ooh. And how was it? Where did you go?
Where does he go on his first date? Actually, you know what, Chris? You called me, and I thought this might be our first date. But no, you were leaving me alone. For your first date, you take out this new gal, whose name is unknown yet. Where do you take her? How do you wine and dine her? And then, Marley, I would like to know how you like to be wined and dined.
I'll tell you.
I took her where I take all my first dates, to Marie Callender's, because it's the holiday season and they have pumpkin pie.
Whatever.
Oh, so that works out nice. Yeah. No,
I want to go to Chipotle. That's my place.
Oh, that's.
I want extra guacamole.
Yeah, I'll show you extra guacamole.
No, you won't.
What would your ideal date be?
I'm serious. I'm like simple. I like Chipotle in a movie. Yeah. I don't like fancy stuff.
I like fancy.
I
like fancy.
opposite.
That's why we didn't get along. But no, I'm not a booty call kind of guy, Scott. I'm sorry. That blows the myth, and I'm sorry, but I'm not going to lie.
Okay, next.
David says, hey, Marley, I've got a gift certificate to Chipotle. That's not true.
Oh, good God.
Okay.
But you know what we're going to do? We're going to take a break.
Okay.
And then we're going to get Christmassy. I think you know what I'm saying.
Oh.
Oh, is that time?
Why don't you go ahead and tease that, Chris?
Oh, well, I'll tell you something. You know, obviously, I don't think there's two bigger fans of the holiday season than Marley and I. Mm-hmm. Not only because we, as everybody loves this type of season for so many reasons, but we love the music that is associated with the holidays. And if you don't mind, when we come back, we're going to leave you with one of the holiday classics that was done by our idols, Steve Lawrence and Edie Gourmet, and their little version of what they used to do. And so, folks, we couldn't be more appreciative of you tuning in once again to Talktails here on the Vegas Video Network. And I want to remind you once again, if you want to contact us, all you have to do is simply go to Talktails at vegasvideonetwork.com. And we will be back in a couple weeks. We're going to take the holidays off, and we come back. We have a slew of amazing guests in the beginning of the new year. And I want to remind you, you can see Marley Taylor and Zowie Bowie every Friday at Red Rock, every Saturday at the M Resort, or every afternoon at 4 in the afternoon doing Name That Tune.
Name That Tune.
And I couldn't be more appreciative of you joining me on the show. You were very sweet and very kind. And
fun.
I hope you have a nice Christmas.
You too.
Well, thank you. When we come back, we're going to do a little holiday classic. And we hope you all have a very safe and lovely holiday to you and your family. We thank you for tuning in. Take care.
I'm Courtney Leone. This is Vegas Video Network. You want me to mention awkward silence? Let's do that then, okay. Never been on set here before. I'm always out live on location for Awkward Silence 2.1. I'm Courtney Leone, and you're watching the Vegas Video Network. Good? Better?
Traditional media believes that after about 3 minutes, you'll tune out. Most Vegas media companies think if it doesn't jiggle, you won't tune in. At the Vegas Video Network, we think both are wrong. The Vegas Video Network is the first and only live online broadcast network that specializes in insider news and expert views about Vegas. We combine great storytelling with the ability to watch when and where you want on your computer, mobile device, or television. Discover the real Las Vegas. Visit vegasvideonetwork.com.
Well, everybody, we want to, like I said, wish you a very, very Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Be very safe. And there's something we love to do, and that is sing Christmas songs, holiday songs. And so here's something we've been singing for the last several years, and if you don't mind, we'd have you sing along.
Sleigh bells ring.
Sleigh bells ring.
Are you listening?
Are you listening?
In the lane.
In the lane.
Snow is glistening.
Oh, snow is glistening. Beautiful sight. We're happy tonight. Walking in a winter wonderland.
Gone away.
Got away.
Is a bluebird.
Is a bluebird.
Here to stay.
Here to stay.
Is the new bird.
Is that new bird. Sings a love song as we go along. Walking in a winter wonderland.
In the meadow we can build a snowman.
Oh, yeah?
And pretend that he's Parson Brown.
He'll say, are you married? And we'll say that's never going to happen.
No, ever.
You can do the job when you're in town.
All right. Later on.
Later on.
We'll conspire.
We'll conspire.
As we dream.
As we dream.
By the fire.
By that fire.
To
face unafraid the plans that we made. Walking in a winter wonderland. Well, Marley.
Yes.
Did you go sit on Santa's lap and ask him for something for Christmas?
Yes.
What would that be?
Guacamole. I like it.
Well, Merry Christmas, everybody.
In the meadow we can build a snowman and pretend that he is Parson Brown. You look brown with a tan.
Thanks. He'll say, are you married? And I'll say, after a couple cocktails, you can do the job when you're in town.
And later on, on.
Later on,
We'll conspire.
we'll conspire.
As your girlfriend runs into the fire.
Beautiful. Happy tonight. Walking in a winter wonderland. One more time.
To
Face unafraid, the plans that we made. Walking in a winter wonderland. That's a first for us. We've never done that.
I know. Happy holidays, everybody.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
We'll see you in a couple weeks.
Dork.